A sum of money on compound interest amounts to rupees 9,680 in 2 years and to rupees 10,648 in 3 years. Find out the rate of interest per annum. So here, let's say a sum of money which is P rupees has been deposited in the bank, and the bank is paying interest on a compounded basis. Now at the end of 2 years, so this is say the end of first year, this is the end of second year. So at the end of 2 years, the amount becomes 9,680, and at the end of 3 years the amount becomes 10,648, and this is the amount. Now we have to find out what is the rate of interest. Now this is all based on compound interest. So what that means is at the end of first year, the interest gained during the first year is added to the principal at the beginning of the first year, and that becomes the principal for the second year. Similarly, for the second year, the interest, let's say I2, is accrued on P1. So then at the end of second year, the amount which is P1 plus I2, P1 because P1 is the principal at the beginning of the second year, and I2 is the interest gained during the second year. So let's say this is P2. So this becomes the principal for the third year. Now let's say we accrue an interest of I3 during the third year. So at the end of third year, the amount becomes P2, which is the principal at the beginning of the third year, plus the interest gained during the third year, which is I3, which is also the same as P1 plus I2, because this is equal to P2, P1 plus I2, plus I3, which is the interest during the third year. Now P1 plus I2 is equal to 9680 rupees, and P1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 10648 rupees. Now if you subtract these two numbers, that is 10648 and 9680, that is if you subtract 9680 from 10648, then the amount that you get is the interest accrued during the third year. So let's see how we can arrive at this. So P1 plus I2 plus I3, so this is the amount at the end of third year, minus the amount at the end of second year, which is P1 minus I2. So here P1 and P1 gets cancelled, and I2 and I2 get cancelled. So this becomes I3. So I3 is equal to 10648 minus 9680. So 8 minus 0 is 8. Make this 5, 1 carry over. 14 minus 8 is 6. Now we make this 1 as 0, 1 carry over, and now we make this as 9 and 1 carry over. So 15 minus 6 is 9, 9 minus 9 is 0. So the interest I3 is equal to 968 rupees. So the main objective of the question is to find out the rate percent. Now, an interest of 968 is gained on a principal of 9680. So the rate percent is the percentage of 9680, which is equal to 968. So in other terms, we can say R percent of 9680 is equal to 968. So this can be expressed as R divided by 100 multiplied by 9680 is equal to 968. Or, so we can cancel this 0 with this 0. 968 divided by 10 R is equal to 968, or R is equal to 968 multiplied by 10 divided by 968. This 968 gets cancelled from the numerator and the denominator. So, or R is equal to 10%. Now the rate of interest for the third year we found out as 10%, and the rate of interest is going to be the same for all the 3 years. Though the interest amount is different, the percentage of interest is the same. So the rate of interest is 10% for all the 3 years. So here basically what we did is we found the interest for the third year by subtracting the amount at the end of third year and the amount at the beginning of the third year, and then we found out what percent of 9680 is that amount, and that gave us the rate percent.